Coming up tonight, Nancy Pelosi is asking the House to proceed with the articles of impeachment against President Trump.
Student protesters at Syracuse University held a walkout demanding University Chancellor Kent Syverud and other administrators resign following the racist events of November.
And one of our reporters tells us what we can expect from this year's holiday special, produced by SUNY Oswegos students and airing on Syracuse's WCNY.
WTOP 10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News. I'm Peter Wendler.
And I'm Stephanie Stoiko.
This morning, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi directed the House committees investigating President Donald Trump to proceed with articles of impeachment. Her statements are coming just 24 hours after the first impeachment hearing in the House Judiciary Committee, which was responsible for drafting specific articles of impeachment.
The committee's hearing yesterday was with 4 legal scholars who discussed whether Trump's efforts towards Ukraine met the constitutional bar for impeachment, which Pelosi and the House Democrats believe they do.
Sadly, but with confidence and humility, with allegiance to our founders and a heart full of love for America, today I am asking our chairman to proceed with articles of impeachment. I commend our committee chairs and our members for their somber approach to actions which I wish the president had not made necessary.
Trump responded to the conference an hour later on his Twitter page saying, quote, "The do-nothing radical left Democrats have just announced that they are going to seek to impeach me over nothing."
The Judiciary Committee will now draft articles of impeachment for approval as early as next week. A vote on whether to impeach Trump could follow on the floor of the House before the holiday break, starting on December 20th.
Earlier today, 75 Syracuse University students participated in a walkout protest on the SU campus, demanding SU Chancellor Kent Syverud and 3 other top-level administrators to resign from their positions. The call for resignation stems from a series of racially motivated incidents that occurred on the SU campus earlier this month. Previously, protesters, while conducting a sit-in at the campus fitness center, demanded Syverud sign 19 demands for changes in campus policy. By the end of the first sit-in, all but 3 of the demands had been met. Students involved in today's protest say the campus meeting most of their previous demands was too little, too late. We are now joined in the studio by fellow anchor Maddie Hewitt.
Maddie, the Christmas season is now in full swing. What have some Lakers been doing to get into the festivities?
Well, getting into the holiday spirit this year has been especially easy for a group of SUNY Oswegos students who have been using a combination of talent and Christmas magic to create a holiday television special like no other. I had the opportunity to talk to some of the diverse students behind the show and get the inside scoop. Take a look.
One semester was all it took for a SUNY Oswego collaboration class to put together a 56-minute Christmas and holiday variety television special. The show is in the style of classic variety shows, but features a hint of that special holiday season magic from students of many backgrounds.
The greatest part is the fact that I was able to collaborate with students from all over campus, from a bunch of different walks of life, and they were able to work together to create something really special, and that's definitely the best part of the project.
While the main holiday celebrated by the cast and crew is Christmas, the show has been branded a holiday special to celebrate a wide variety of backgrounds and religions enjoying the holiday period, as well as getting all of the cast and crew into the spirit of Christmas.
Did it help me get excited for Christmas? I'm Jewish, but still, yes. What's not to like about Christmas?
The cast and crew are 50 strong, with students in the collaboration class from a variety of majors, such as cinema, theatre and broadcasting. And through using their backgrounds, they devised the show from start to finish, with every detail kept in mind.
This is the set that the ambitious class designed, built and performed in to create the Christmas special. And with the Christmas spirit clearly present, it took just a little bit of writing magic to get them to the finish line.
Just those meetings every Monday at 4:30 where we just brainstormed and came up with all these crazy ideas that ended up actually turning into skits, and then seeing these things be created from just a random thought to now being produced.
The holiday special was shown to an audience for the first time earlier this evening in the Murano Campus Centre during a viewing party that the cast and crew hosted for friends, family and the greater SUNY Oswego campus with a roaring success. Maddie Hewitt reporting on WTOP 10 Nightly News.
The show is set to be aired on Syracuse's WCNY network on Saturday, 14 December at 11 o'clock p.m. So if you missed the viewing party, be sure to tune in.
As consumer demands for convenience rises, urban areas are changing. Nowhere is this change more apparent than New York City. This year, it is estimated that 1.5 million packages will arrive in New York City daily. The transportation required for these packages not only gridlocks city traffic, but also increases environmental pollution. A recent increase in shipping traffic over the last few years may also be responsible for the increase in package theft. It is estimated almost 90,000 packages go missing daily in New York City.
The Oswego YMCA is kicking off their holiday season with their 30th annual reindeer run. This event will be held on Saturday, December 7th. Run with friends and family members to form a team. Don't forget to show your holiday spirit. Awards will be given for the best holiday attire. Following the event, there will be a coffee and hot chocolate bar. We are now joined in studio with fellow anchor Joseph Vanderwag.
Joseph, what's been happening on campus?
When a medical emergency strikes at SUNY Oswego and you call for help, students respond. I sat down with some of those amazing student leaders to hear their stories and why they choose to serve. From biochem to broadcasting, students come together to serve the college community when people need it the most.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The Student Association Volunteer Ambulance Corps, better known as SAVAC, has been serving the SUNY Oswego community since 1972 and has the motto, for the students, by the students. But what does that truly mean?
We are all college kids here on the ambulance, and we're college kids obviously on campus. So we sort of know what people are going through, and that's why it's helpful to have first responders who are your peers, going through the same life stresses as you.
We're here for the rest of our peers. Like, we're here as a free service to them. We're here to help them, comfort them, make them feel safe.
SAVAC also helps the community at large by having a standby crew for all home men's hockey games.
We're there as the medical standby, so you'll see our ambulance crew with a stretcher by the ice rink doors, and then you will see 3 other crews just around the arena acting as first aid crews, basically for anyone in the crowd who might get struck by an object or fall, get injured. Basically, they're there just to treat the crowd.
When you need help, all you have to do is call 911 and SAVAC will come and help. For WTOP 10 Nightly News, I'm Joseph Vanderwag.
Next time you see a member of SAVAC, say hi and thank them for their service.
A declaration written by a former NYPD officer says officers who arrested more black men were awarded with overtime and other benefits. Retired officer Pierre Maximilian revealed black and Hispanic cops were treated more harshly for not meeting their collar quotas. If they did not arrest enough black and Hispanic males, they would be denied benefits like overtime and vacation. Maximilian says if white cops did not meet their quotas, they were treated less harshly by then commanding officer Constant Tassash. New York City's law department says Maximilian's comments have no merit.
With finals fast approaching, students are rushing to study and finish up for their final projects. But could they be hurting themselves with this one simple thing? William Corsi has the story.
Caffeine. College students consume it at an average of 173 milligrams per day, according to a study done by the Clinical Nutrition Journal. Most students get their caffeine from either coffee or tea, and many of them tend to enjoy these energetic beverages.
On any given regular day, we go through 3 of our pots. Those are like, I think they're 2 gallons. I'm not quite sure exactly, but yeah, so we go through a lot of coffee.
I definitely love my lattes and cappuccinos, and I do enjoy coffee, but especially during like the school week, I drink a lot more coffee than I normally would if I wasn't, so busy all the time.
But there are dangers to caffeine. Some people have coffee or highly caffeinated drinks in excess, which can lead to anxiety, restlessness, and sleeping problems, which throws off a person's schedule.
I guess sometimes, if I have to be on campus a lot, if I'm still here like 8 o'clock at night, or I have to be on campus for a really long time, I'll have like a second one for the end of the day, and then I like feel it.
I've definitely been sitting, you know, in the library at night, like with shaky hands and kind of sweating a little bit.
Like most substances, caffeine is fine if used in moderation. A cup of coffee is no substitute for a good night's sleep, but if you need a little pep in your step to start off your morning, well then I say, drink up. If you could stand the taste. William Corsi reporting for WTOP.
A good reminder to all students about the benefits of moderation.
Coming up later tonight, United States intelligence agencies say they did not attempt to plant spies in the Trump campaign. Why William Barr is suspicious of their claims.
And an Australian woman is arrested for false claims on her resume. How her lies landed her in a jail cell. It's been a cold and a little snowy here these past couple of days. What can we expect this dreary winter to continue, Samantha, into next week?
Yeah, so taking a quick look at the weather, it'll be clearing out tonight, but looking at light snow for tomorrow, but bitter on Saturday, but it'll be warming up early next week. And just quickly looking at your brush cast for your car because of the snow, you might need an extra few minutes just to brush off the extra snow on the car, but more on that after the break. Hi, welcome back. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Samantha Carlson. Looking at the current temperatures, it's not too bad out there. The temperature's anywhere from the high 20s to mid 30s. And it also looks like it's clearing out, so the snow from earlier don't need to worry about with it clearing out tonight. But tomorrow, expect some snow as early as 5 in the morning. So when you brush out the cars, when you go up for work or school, make sure that you brush off your car. And heaviest in the morning in the mid-morning at 9, going through the day, tapering off in the mid to late afternoon, clearing out for the evening, but later at night, expect more snow showers to come on through, and clearing out for Saturday as it goes away, but it'll bring the colder weather. More on that the 7th day, but looking at the snow totals, back to the snow for tomorrow, not too much, more of a nuisance more than anything with snow, more around the 2 to 4 inch range, so more of a nuisance, not much to worry about. Just clean off your car, being careful going out onto the roads. So some tips while driving, because it is starting so early in the morning. So winter driving tips, just make sure to check your tires, the traction and the pressure, remove any ice and snow from the mirrors, windshield, lights, and all of that. And be careful of skidding, even though with a small amount of snow, skidding is possible. So just avoid braking too hard, and if you do start skidding, don't panic, just lightly step off the accelerator and turn into your skid. And in the next 7-day forecast, there's that cold we were talking about on Saturday, the snow for tomorrow, but it does warm up for a bit going into the early week, Sunday through Tuesday, with rain on Monday and a mix into the late week. So just be prepared for more precipitation and wet weather.
Welcome back to WTOP 10 Nightly News. United States intelligence agencies did not attempt to plant spies in the Trump campaign, says Department of Justice Inspector General Michael Horowitz. Attorney General William Barr, known for his concern over the Trump campaign, was not convinced. Suspicion of spies in the Trump campaign came after it was alleged Maltese professor Joseph Mifsud was planted by the FBI to spy on Trump's campaign. Barr tells supporters to wait for the report of John Durham, a prosecutor conducting a broad investigation of the intelligence community, before drawing any conclusions.
Scotland may soon vote to leave the United Kingdom. The calls for independence came largely from political factions interested in having Scotland remain in the European Union. In a 2014 election, Scotland rejected independence by a margin of only 10%. In 2017, the Scottish people voted overwhelmingly to remain in the EU. As the largely student-run movement for a second Scottish independence referendum grows, many Scots admit to feeling like second-class citizens in the UK.
Violence erupts at a U.S. landmark best known for a historic attack. A U.S. sailor opened fire, killing 2 civilian shipyard workers before taking his own life. John Lornick reports.
3 days before the 78th anniversary of the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, violence erupted at the historic naval base.
Joint base security personnel did respond to the report of an active shooter today in the vicinity of Dry Dock 2 in the naval shipyard.
The shooter's identity has not been released, but officials confirm he was a U.S. sailor. He killed himself after shooting 3 civilian employees who were working at the Honolulu base.
2 are deceased. 1 is in stable condition in a local hospital.
About 3 hours after the shooting started, the scene was secured and the base was back open. No word yet on a possible motive, and an investigation is ongoing.
Obviously, our thoughts are with the families of the victims and everyone involved.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
The base has units for both the Air Force and the Navy. It had a population of more than 66,000 as of 2015.
46-year-old Veronica Therault is sentenced to at least 1 year in prison after she lied on her resume and faked references to land a high-paying job with an Australian regional government. Therault was convicted of deception, dishonesty, and abuse of public office in relations to her 2017 application for the Chief Information Officer role. This position came with an annual salary equivalent to $185,000 American dollars. She worked in the position for over a month before being fired and has since pleaded guilty to all charges.
Coming up in sports, Zachary Haynes.
Zach, can you give us a quick preview?
Thanks, guys. We got a lot of Lakers hockey this weekend, and the Mets are making some more off-season moves. We'll be back with more after the break. Welcome back to WTOP 10 Nightly News. I'm Zachary Haynes with your sports update. The Oswego State men's hockey team is heading into Buffalo to take on the Buffalo State Bengals. This SUNY matchup features a chance to improve either winner's rankings. Oswego, although near the top, is trying to shake off their rough patch of unfortunate losses. And on the flip side, Buffalo State is looking to make a statement against one of the SUNY's best and jump into the standings. Puck drop is at 7 p.m. in Buffalo. Moving over to the Oswego State women's hockey team, they have moved up in their conference standings. After Wednesday's 3-2 victory against the Cortland Red Dragons, the Lakers move into a tie for second place in the new HL. This victory comes from an outstanding performance from freshman Megan Teachout with a goal and an assist. The women return home this Sunday to host the Amherst Mammoths. Puck drop is at 3 p.m. The Mets are making some off-season moves, and the past 2 days have been no exception. A day after the Wilpons have announced their intent to sell their majority share, the New York Mets traded for Houston Astros' Jake Marisnick in exchange for 2 minor league players from Syracuse. The players leaving Salt City are pitcher Blake Taylor and outfielder Kennedy Corona. Taylor posted a 1.85 ERA, while Corona managed a .311 batting average in the league last year. The Buffalo Bills are taking on what might be their most run-heavy team yet. The Baltimore Ravens are coming into New Era Field with Lamar Jackson at the helm. Jackson and Bills quarterback Josh Allen are 2 of the best rushing QBs in the league with a combined 1,407 rushing yards on the season. Jackson is 63 yards short of Michael Vick's all-time season rushing record. This epic matchup kicks off at 1 p.m. this Sunday. And now we make our way into the NBA as the Brooklyn Nets travel down to the Peach State to take on the Atlanta Hawks. And as we see here, Trae Young's getting ready for this close matchup. As he comes from midcourt there, he's going to be calling for the screen. He's going to get that screen from Damian Jones. Moves upside the paint, recognizes the double team, and Jones with the slam. That's going to add to his total early on in this game. Jones with 2 from the slam dunk. And as we move in, the Nets is going to be Garrett. Moves it inside, gets the bucket. That's going to be Garrett Temple with 2 right there. The Nets pass inside to the DeAndre Jordan. Outside to Prince. Goes for the three, and it's good! 3 points added to Prince. DeAndre Jordan picks up an assist. And then the Hawks are trying to get something going on here late. Trae Young takes the one step, lets the three fly, gets it. That's going to add to his total for the night. And the Nets moving it around. It's going to be Dinwiddie again with the bucket with the easy lay-in in the paint. And then the Hawks, that's going to be Cam Reddish with that. Makes the move inside and gets the easy one right there. The Hawks will lose to the Nets 130 to 118. Trae Young with 39 points overall. This will conclude my final night of news here at WTOP 10. It has been an eventful journey here ever since I transferred from Cayuga Community College 2.5 years ago. I'm excited for what the future holds for me and where I will land next. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching this semester. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Zach. We appreciate that. Once again, a final fantastic broadcast. And you're not going to be the only one who's going to be missed. As you may have noticed, Stephanie, our normal anchor, is not here. That's because we're doing a bit of a send-off for Joseph, Maddie, and myself, all leaving WTOP 10 to move on to bigger and brighter things. Joseph and I are graduating, and Maddie is headed back to New Zealand, where she will
continue my studies in my home country. I've only been here for a semester, and that was my opportunity. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the people at home for supporting WTOP. Thank you for my friends and my family here at TOP for making a semester in a foreign country truly remarkable and truly worth my time. So thank you.
I'm so excited to start my new chapter of my life. It has been such an amazing semester, and I truly thank every single person, talent and crew, for making my one semester here such a heart-filled and wonderful experience, and thank you guys so much.
I know I didn't start out as a broadcasting major. I joined in about my sophomore year, and I can tell you that WTOP 10 is the single greatest experience of my college career. The people I've worked with, everything I've done, fantastic, and it will be the one thing I miss about college. All right, that's all for tonight. Tune in again next semester for more WTOP 10 nightly news, some great OPs, and even some sports shows. You can even see Stephanie once again because she's not going anywhere. Have a great night, everyone.